beautiful people. What's up? How you doing? How's it going? Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope your day is going awesome. It's going well. It's going amazing. Yeah. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nachamada. So, I'm going to be recording my journey doing this YouTube. If I want to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna maybe do it some form like a diary cam. I think I'm walking my way to confidence, because even the thought of people just seeing this scares the life out of me, to be honest. The thought of sitting here talking, doing what I want to do. I've always wanted to do it. I've had ideas to do it, but the thought about doing it scares the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie, because in our day and age today, everybody has an opinion about what everybody is doing, what everybody's saying. They have an opinion about your opinion, right? And they have everybody has a say in your life without even you giving them that permission to have that say in your life. They have it. They just take it and do it. So I give the YouTubers kudos, because coming here behind the camera and trying to do the work, it seems easy peasy, but to be honest with you, it's not. And for someone like me who has specifically struggled with speaking in front of people, yeah, I think recording it is one thing, but even if you're just recording it, you feel like you're talking to people, right? Even though there's no one here, but I think it's just a thought about it getting out there and people are gonna see it and whatnot, right? I think that terrifies me, but I think I'm still gonna work my way up to doing it, like doing what I want to do, talking about things I want to talk about. Do I want to show what I want to show? I've been a person that has shied away from showing the world my full self, and it's not like I have not done it, but like I've stood more in the quiet side of things. I'm very introverted, very introverted, but I could be extroverted sometimes. But I would personally classify myself as an introvert. I love to have deeper conversations with people about life. I love to learn through having conversations with people. Now I do listen to books, listen to TED Talks, educative stuff, podcasts, a lot of things. I do listen to that. What else? Yeah, I like doing stuff like that. So I'm very introverted, very shy. I wasn't the one that used to speak in class. No, even if I knew the answer, I would keep quiet and not talk. I think for me, I sat down and I classified that in a sense that I've been afraid of being wrong. I've been afraid to make mistakes. I've been afraid to be the laughing stock, basically. In my head, if you are wrong, it's more like you're the laughing stock, or you're gonna get mocked. And I think I struggle with that because I struggle to fit in, right? Isn't it crazy that when you're younger, you struggle to fit in with the crowd? But when you're older, like my age, mid-20s, getting into that late 20s, you're looking for ways to stand out, to be your own person, to do your own thing. I just find that fascinating, honestly, in general. And yeah, I think when I was younger, I struggled to fit in or find a place. And I think I'm someone that spends a lot of time in my head thinking. Even from a young age, I have been the third child. You're the middle child. And not that your parents made you feel like confused or anything, but like being a middle child, it's like you're always, I think I like owned the middleness of my middle child, because I've always, it's like you are not here or there, right? Like you've always been middle, even in school friendships, like in my friendships in high school. I was kind of like everywhere. Like I had my friend squad. Not squad. Does he have a squad? I have this one friend that I used to follow, and I just kind of knew everybody. And yeah, I've always been in that middle swoop. I would say, in the things I could relate with anybody, and in a way, I think that's how I've lived my life, even mentally. I've been in the middle. I've tried to. I have the peacemaker syndrome. Like I want to be a peacemaker. I don't want to be a trouble causer. But in the course of being a peacemaker, I end up being in trouble. It's all jumbles. But yeah, I always want to be. I always want everyone to be happy with me. I always want. I don't push. I don't test boundaries. I don't push boundaries. I kind of let boundaries push themselves. I won't actively push one. If I don't feel like the path is clear, I am tutu in my head, in a sense, in the thing that some people go and push for. Excuse me. I would overthink and not take that step. Because I will overthink it to the negative side. I've lived more in a fearful state. There's sometimes, and the way I challenge myself is I give myself a big task and I have to do it. Like, don't give me a way out. I have to do it. And that's how I accomplish big things that I'm scared to do. If I don't do things that way, I would most likely crawl back. I have the high tendency to crawl back into my shell and be like, I'm not doing this. So if I want to do something, but it's out of my comfort zone, it threatens my comfort zone, I'll definitely be scared. And up until the point I do it, I'll be scared to do it. But I know I really want to do this thing. So, yeah. And sometimes when people give me a task, I think I like to take it on and do it, because it just shows me that I can do things that I'm scared of doing. I don't know. I've always lived from a fearful mindset more. And I don't know where that comes from, really, to be honest. I hate conflicts. I'm fearful of conflicts. Yes, fearful of conflicts. That's a thing. And it's hilarious because I see other people who are willing to easily have conflicts. It's not they're willing to easily have conflicts, but they don't mind having conflicts. But I don't know why. I've always been fearful of it. I don't want you to yell at me. I think it comes from being the fear of people yelling at me. I do not like it. I dread it. And I think I got to a point where I dread it. So I stay away from things that, and conflict is one thing that would lead people to raising their voice. So I stay away from that. If you get what I mean. But yeah, dread having conflict with people. Yeah, I don't know where I was going to with this conversation, but basically, I'm someone that shies away from the world, and YouTube is my space that I'm going to learn how to be bold, be brave, and speak up. Like it or not, Nacha, this is where you're going to learn how to be confident, how you're going to speak your mind, and stop stepping back. Stop being a shadow of yourself, because my soul is dying for me to be able to speak out, to say things I want to say, But my mind is always going back, retreating. My mind is always retreating back to fear. So YouTube is gonna be my space. It's gonna be my space where I'm gonna thrive, gonna succeed. There will be trolls and whatever. It's part of it, but it's gonna be part of me learning confrontation and how learning to deal with conflict and being bold, being confident. Because yes, people are gonna see it, but the truth is the world is not always going to agree. People are not always going to agree with you. But it doesn't mean that you can't make it work. For me, I just think it can't work if we don't agree or whatever. Or like, I just retreat, man. It's not a good behavior, but I don't know where I learned it from. But I'm ready to be bold. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to be the person that God has called me to be, because I know I have a big destiny in my hand. That's why fear has decided to try to stop me. I know God is gonna use me for amazing things. I know, like deep within my soul, I just know, I feel it, right? I know. You know when you know, right? So yeah, this is gonna be my platform where I'm gonna, learn how to do this confidence thing, right? Be confident in who I am, own what I say, be who God has called me to be. I have a lot to say. I always have a lot to say. I'm always willing to also listen to what people have to say too. I like to hear people's perspective on things. I really just generally like to know how people are doing in the genuine of things. I feel like if you get to know people's story, you get to know who they are. And yeah, like there's a reason why everybody is the way they are. We all have our battles that we are fighting that everybody doesn't know. We all have things we've been through that we can't talk about, or we're told not to talk about sometimes. We have things that shape us, right? And yeah, this is going to be my platform to share, to learn, to grow. I really do want to grow on here. And yeah, I'm terrified of it, I won't lie. Some days I'm like, record a video. I'm like, no, sit down, do the process. Like, no, I'd rather sit in my bed and watch Netflix. But where will Netflix take me to? Nowhere. It's just gonna fill my brain. It's just gonna fill my brain with movies. But I know I want to create. I have a creative mind, and I know I want to create, and I know I want to do amazing things. But I don't want to let the thought of what the world will say, or what people would say, stop me. And that's what has stopped me thus far. But I want to push past that barrier and push forward. Whenever I'm faced with challenges or conflict, sometimes if I don't actively challenge myself, I usually shrink myself all the way back to be like, nope, retreat, don't push back. But I think with this, I'm gonna push beyond. Even when I'm tempted to crawl back, I'm gonna push beyond, because I gotta push through some barriers like I've held back for so long. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. Honestly, this was just a random rant that I wanted to have. I said myself, you know what, before you go, I just got back from work. Before you go, take a shower, because that's what I did. I take a shower and then, eat dinner and get ready for bed. But I said before I do that, because it's after I take a shower, honestly, there's no way I'm putting on fresh clothes. Like, to say corporate and talk. But I said, you know what, just turn on everything, sit down, make a video. Even though you didn't prepare, just do whatever comes to your mind. And I sat down and I did it, and I'm proud that I sat and I did it, even though I would not have done it. But I'm proud that I did it. That's one victory. To that person who just made that one step, towards victory, just that one step, even if you've been on your bed, but you just woke up, you stood up. That's a victory. You went to take a shower. that's a victory. You know, push certain limits. Do it at your own pace, but don't stay there for too long. So, yeah, I sat here, I talked, I did it, I randomly ranted. It makes sense, it doesn't. I'm sure there's some gems to get from it. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could relate. If you can relate, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're here to entertain, engage, and something. I'm gonna find my slogan. It's in my intro video. I'm here to engage, entertain, and something. But you know what? Let's grow. You know, let's grow together. Let's build together. Okay? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to Archie's World if you're new here. So happy to have you, and see you next time. Bye. Bye.